One of the most confusing moments in a person's walk of faith is when the thing that God has promised doesn't seem to match up what life looks like. You sense that God is leading you somewhere meaningful. You feel a dream that's forming in your heart, but instead of moving forward, life suddenly moves sideways. Doors begin to close, people disappoint you, and circumstances unfold that don't make any sense at all. Well, it's at that point you begin to wonder, did I even get this right at all? Was that even God that spoke its dream into my heart? Well, there's a powerful Bible story about a young man whose dream from God looked nothing like the life he was living. Now, if you feel like you're going through the motions in your walk with God, I can help you step into spiritual freedom so that you can walk boldly, live confidently, and pursue the thing that God has placed in your heart. Now, one of the ways we help you grow into that freedom is by learning to trust God even when the path doesn't seem to match the promise. Now, in this Bible study, we're looking at the life of Joseph in the book of Genesis. When Joseph was young, God gave him dreams that revealed something extraordinary. In those dreams, Joseph saw himself rising into a position of leadership. Even his brothers were going to bow before him. But almost immediately, Joseph's life began moving in the opposite direction. His brothers became jealous of this dream, and they threw him into a pit and left him there to die. But they ended back going and getting him and selling him into slavery instead. Now, the slave owners took Joseph to Egypt, far from home and far from the future those dreams seemed to promise. So instead of becoming a leader, Joseph became a servant. Later, he was falsely accused and he was thrown into prison. And if Joseph had compared the dream God gave him to the life he was living, nothing matched. Joseph had a dream from God that one day he would rise to leadership. But his life didn't look anything like that dream. Now think about this. His brothers had thrown him into prison. His brothers sold him into slavery. Later, he was thrown into prison for something that he didn't do. And for years, the dream didn't match reality. The circumstances happened to Joseph in prison that put him in front of a nation's ruler. And it just so happened that Joseph's dream came to pass, and he became second in power in all of Egypt. It also came to pass in this Bible story that Joseph's brothers came to Egypt needing help. Now, they didn't even know Joseph was still alive. But when Joseph finally faced the brothers who had betrayed him, he said something that was remarkable. He said, "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." That's Genesis chapter 50, verse 20. Joseph realized something that people miss. Even when life doesn't look like the dream God gave you, God may still be working behind the scenes. Years later, Joseph could finally see what God had been doing. The pit had not destroyed the dream, slavery didn't cancel the promise, and the prison didn't stop God's plan. Each of those seasons had actually prepared Joseph for the role God intended all along in his life. Eventually, Joseph rose to become a leader in Egypt, and when a severe famine struck the region, Joseph helped save countless lives, including the lives of the very brothers who had betrayed him. Now, what looked like a series of tragedies had actually been a part of God's preparation in Joseph's life. His dreams hadn't failed. It's simply taken a path he never expected. So if you're walking through a season where life doesn't seem to match what you thought God was doing, just remember Joseph. God's plans will unfold in ways sometimes that we don't understand. Now, the dream may still be alive, even though the path looks completely different than you imagined. Now, if this Bible story encouraged you, take a moment and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next lesson. And if you'd like to grow deeper in your faith and connect with others who are pursuing the same freedom in Christ, I invite you to join the Faith to Freedom community. You'll find the link in the first comment in the description below. I'd love to see you there. God bless.